Alright, so lower bound 11:30. It is now 9:53.
What is lower bound?
Lower bound and the time that he'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Do you have plans for tonight?
After this, no. Well, I do have to render 2 things for my animation, but I can just leave the computer on for that.
Okay, let's see if Tay just wants to watch a movie. I hope he's not gone to bed yet.
Okay.
Let's see, at Tejas.
At Texas.
At Goose Movie Tonight.
Oh!
At Tilda. Fuck, how do I do Tilda 11:30?
I should probably say 12 and probably go until then.
He's gonna be back at. You wanna intersect?
11:45. What do you mean intersect?
Intersect the timelines?
The
temporal conservative.
If he comes in, we'll see how it goes. I don't think they're gonna come 11:30 sharp, are they?
Yeah, he's at lower bound.
Exactly. They're all about lower bounds.
So I may seek refuge.
I'm gonna go for a countdown here of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait. It's kind of hot in here.
What? I thought it was cold.
Yeah, it's changed very quickly. Maybe it's because I was exercising so much.
What? Cleaning the floor? Alright.
Can I grab a blanket just in case I get a bit chilly?
Okay. Oh, shite.
Thank you.
Alright, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Hello and welcome to TBD3B. We're already made it to episode 3 of season 3. I didn't think we'd make it this far.
I don't think the word already is the right descriptor. Or is that the right descriptor? Already makes it sounds like we've done a lot, and then we've already made it to this one. And that is definitely
depending
not
on the way.
Oh, okay,
well,
well,
look at it.
All right, that's fair. This is season 3, episode 3, and this is 19 overall. So we're about to hit the 20s.
Ooh.
In the next 20s. Episodes, the roaring 20s.
The golden age of the TBD3B podcast is upon us. Yet to come.
Might be. I feel like this audio setup that I have is the best so far in the in-person era. So hopefully this translates well to the stuff on YouTube / Spotify, but we'll just have to see until we get there. So, let's see, what do we have today to talk about? There's a number of things.
I don't have the list in front of me, so you're going to have to surprise me.
Well, it's already like that every single episode, yeah?
You usually, I look at the list while we're talking.
I know, so this time you'll just get a full surprise. The first thing, probably, we're just going to recap some of the things that happened in our lives. So it was 2 weeks since we last did one.
Yes.
In between those 2 weeks, you had a trip
to
a place in the continental United States.
Yes, in the Midwest. Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Yes.
And how was your trip there?
It was quite a lot of fun. I had an interview. I got rejected, but that's...
Well, you don't know that yet, right?
I do.
Oh, actually? Okay.
This is news. I wasn't allowed to tell you because you didn't prompt me.
We'll get to that later.
So, yeah, it was. Other than that, it was a good time. I got to see the sights. Bought a shirt at the Art Institute. It's a little PA Mondrian.
Let's rewind first. So, the purpose of the trip was an interview.
Yes. For
an opportunity next summer.
Yes, at a company called TRW. It was very nice of them to fly us out for the in-person on-site.
There was something special about this interview. Well, first of all, this was your first ever face-to-face interview.
Yes, first ever in-person interview experience. I told my interviewer that, and he was like, "Oh, really? Let's reject him."
You actually tell him that?
I did.
What did he say?
He said, "Oh, really?" That was his reaction. I was surprised.
And do you think this it being the first time, did it like make you more nervous?
Yeah, I was a bit nervous. But I mean, you know, I'm a strapping, tall, young fella. I'm
you show off your guns.
No, I was actually wearing. I think I might have been wearing my Pinterest sweatshirt by accident.
I thought you would like dress up or something.
Yeah, I've actually brought a dress shirt and some khakis. But in the end, I did not wear it because it was wrinkled and kind of a little bit dirty. I didn't know how to iron it, and also it was dirty. So that was my reasoning. And I got the vibe of the office the day before because they gave us a little tour. And you know, people are pretty casual there, so I didn't feel too out of place.
So
maybe that's why I got rejected though. So
I don't know if it's like the vibe is like casual.
Something went wrong. That's for sure. And probably the assessment. They made us take a test before giving us the tour. And I did
on the first day?
Yeah. 90-minute assessment, one problem. I did not even come close to finishing.
Wait, so they like did that on the first day and then on the second day you still had stuff?
Yeah. So the first day was assessment, tour, dinner with the staff. And then second day was interviews.
Do you have another dinner? Or is that the only dinner?
Then we were supposed to fly back, but I asked if we could delay the flight until Sunday. And they did.
Oh, so they still paid for your flight back?
They paid for the flight, but not the extra hotel nights.
Okay.
They put us in. Man, that was a nice hotel. It was like 5 stars. Yeah, king bed, all to yourself.
All right.
The shower was super nice. I could stand up straight.
Can you not hear?
No, the shower head comes like to my neck.
Oh, okay.
It was really nice. It was like the the rain shower or whatever, like the one where it like falls from the square at the top.
The square? No, I don't know.
It's like it's a fancy shower. It was a big shower too. It was like a room, a walk-in shower.
What does that mean? Like falling from the top? Is it like on the ceiling?
I think it's called like a rain something shower.
Rain shower.
I'm not sure if that's a real term or not.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
And how does it augment your shower experience? How does that make it better?
It's just like nice, it's like higher up,
Does it look like something like this?
Yes, that's exactly what
wow. So it's literally from the ceiling?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Very interesting.
It was nice. And then they gave us a fancy dinner with like steak and caviar.
Why is it always steak?
That's what the quintessential fancy American dinner is good steak.
Okay. Sure. What if you're vegan?
Yeah, they had vegetarian options.
Vegan steak.
There was actually we could pick from 2 things. There was salmon or steak.
Oh, okay.
That was or the vegetarian option, which was not listed on the menu.
Yeah, vegans can't eat like fish either, right?
No, that's pescatarian.
Okay.
My grandfather was a pescatarian.
Like they only eat fish?
Well, and vegetables.
And vegetables?
Yeah.
What's so special about fish?
They don't have feelings. I don't know.
When you say pescatarian, it sounds like Presbyterian.
Yeah, actually, the Presbyterians are actually pescatarian.
Wait, really? Don't sue us, Presbyterians, please.
I have a lot of respect for Presbyterians. They're one of my favorite Protestant sects of Christianity.
Yeah.
I might just be saying that, but.
Are you religious at all? Like, did you go to church?
My family doesn't really go to church. We used to go to midnight mass on Christmas Day.
Okay.
But the last couple of years we haven't really been doing that.
But that implies before those last couple of years you did go to church.
Yeah, once a year.
Yeah,
midnight mass on Christmas Day. We went a couple Easters also, but we didn't really go too much.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of hard because it's like 2 different. Like my dad's of a Hindu background and my mom's Catholic, and
yeah, that's true. I mean, it could work. You could just do both,
Yeah. Or in my case, pretty much neither.
No.
That'd be nice though if I knew more. A lot of references I don't get, right? Like I haven't read the Bible, I haven't read the Vedas. I don't.
What is that?
The Vedas, like the Hindu texts.
Oh,
They're
okay.
like some of the oldest religious texts in the world, in Sanskrit.
Are there a lot of cultural references to those?
Yeah, you ever hear "I am become death, destroyer of worlds"?
That's from that. Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's from the Bhagavad Gita, but it's like Hindu religious text.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, Oppenheimer said that.
Oh yeah, I think I heard it from that context. I thought it was like just an original quote.
Yeah, it is an original quote. He said that, but it's famous because he said that. But it's a quote from the text.
Okay. Interesting.
So the little things like that you never notice, right? In the real world, you're reading like a news article where some person said something, you miss these references a lot because you've never heard of them, right?
Well, a lot of people, I mean, right, like the ones that aren't mentioned outright. Mm-hmm. It seems like with the Bible, though, like people always keep quoting it about random things, whether it's cultural references or using it as some kind of argument point.
Right, and a lot of times you don't notice it unless they like explicitly say I'm quoting the Bible, right? A lot of references just sort of go under the noses of a lot of people. It goes under my nose too. And then I hear it, I learn about it, right? And I was like, you ever heard of I think we've talked about it on the podcast before, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon? You hear about something and then all of a sudden you see it
everywhere. Yeah.
So, you learn about something and it's like, wow, it was right in front of me this whole time. And so I miss out on things like that.
That happened recently, but I forgot what it was. I remember I heard something and then it just started appearing everywhere.
Yeah, this is like the Chinese social credit thing. Patrick was sitting on my bed and some YouTube video started playing about social credit. And he was like, oh shoot, it's a video about Chinese social credit. And then I heard about it like 3 times after. So, Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it might mean something about Chinese social credit coming soon. Trademark, I don't know.
Has it not already? I thought it's been a thing for years.
Oh, no, I was saying come in here.
Oh no. I see.
Imagine that. I don't want to imagine that. Okay, so back to Chicago. So you were saying, like after your whole interview. Oh, wait, one thing I wanted to ask. So during the actual interviews, a lot of the times I hear about these like on-site things. There's like a picture of you in a room, there's like a whiteboard and you're like drawing shit. Do you have to do something?
I did not have to do any whiteboarding.
Okay.
Which is kind of ironic. The one actual on-site that I had, I did not have to whiteboard. But in
every other online one.
I've had 2 virtual ones that I have had to. Well, I've had one and I'm about to have one where I will have to do a virtual.
Oh, you already know that? They told you?
They told me it's system design questions and draw stuff.
Okay. So what were you doing instead? Like if
actually the interview questions were like super easy, like extremely easy. The first one was you're giving me a thumbs up. I got rejected. The first one was like he asked me to reverse the words of a sentence, and I was like, wow.
Oh wow!
This is a one-liner in Python, and then I proceeded to give a terrible explanation for it, but still I was done in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then after that he was like, "Good job. Do you have any questions?"
That was it. Oh, that was just one.
He ended the interview 5 minutes early. That's a bad sign.
How is that bad sign? That means you finished.
If you end the interview early, that means they don't like you. Also, the way he was talking to me.
No way.
That's true. It's true. But also the way he was talking to me, you could tell he didn't like me.
Okay.
He was very. He gave very curt responses.
And this started right away at the beginning of the interview?
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly.
Okay. Well, that's not fair. That's
But I mean, he never really warmed up to me. And also even towards the end, he started like. I don't know. It's almost as though he was trying to dissuade me from the company. You know, he was saying some things. Yeah. no good. And then the second one went, I guess, a bit better. He was a more interesting conversation that we had. He had some question about like priority queues or something. And then after I answered the question, he was like, "Can you do better?" Right, like he always does.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to prove a lower bound on the complexity of the algorithm.
Damn, did you use the information theoretic argument?
I used the
you actually did.
Theoretic argument.
Holy shit.
And he was like, yeah, probably can't do better.
Oh, so you were saying like the one that you had was the best? Because of
yes,
that?
asymptotically at least.
Okay.
It's O and log n is the best you can do. And then we talked about some like sort of constant factor optimizations that you could do.
Okay.
I went a little bit better. I got rejected, so no one.
You know, that kind of example, that's like, they should put that on the homepage of 451. Why you should take this class.
Well, I don't think he was asking me to prove a lower bound. I don't think that was the purpose of the question.
Well, you know, that was one way to answer it. He probably was impressed.
I got rejected.
Listen.
Every time you say anything good about this interview.
Okay, no. But that could have been a positive point, right? Because like so was there only 2 interviews then, or the third?
There was 2 interviews. They said stick around until the afternoon, and we'll let you know if you have any more. Like if they want to talk to you some more, find out more.
Wow.
And so everyone was sitting in the cafe, like twiddling their thumbs, nervously.
Oh,
waiting.
all the interns?
Yeah.
You all had to like.
Yeah, because all the interviews were done by noon. Okay.
Fucking hell.
And then after that they would like deliberate and then pick some people to pick for further interviews.
Oh no.
I was not picked for a further interview. That was red flag number 1.
Fuck, dude.
Actually, red flag number 1 was me completely Hiroshima and Nagasakiing my assessment that I had the day before. And then yeah. Oh well, what can you do, man?
How did you stick around to see how many people got selected? Like
came out? We could not leave until they were like, "You're done."
Oh, okay. So how many people out of like all the people? How many people were there at first?
There were like maybe 30 people.
Okay.
And then some more on Zoom. There was a virtual version also.
Listen.
So maybe 40 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said last year there was 27 people at the onset. It was all virtual.
Okay.
Of which they selected a quarter of them. So
how's the ratio this time?
I don't know how many they accepted. All I know is that
not accepted, but like asked again for another interview.
Oh,
like in the
I
afternoon.
gotta think. Yeah, it was not many. It was like at most 5, 6, 7. Maybe.
Damn. Well, you know, solidarity in numbers. I guess everybody else.
Well, I don't know. Maybe some people were just so amazing that they outright accepted them. You know.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not a good thing that you got.
I got rejected.
I'm just okay. All right. So, do you think the hardest part was like that first thing then?
Yes, the assessment was by far the hardest part of the whole process.
And was it like a paper assessment, or you did it online?
It was not even online. It was you had to. The problem was to like write some code that did something.
Yeah. So you have to do it on paper?
No. We were put in a room with computers, and we had to type it up. And then the instructions were like to make it ideally it would be an executable, and you just really /solution, and it'll output the.
So you had to like write it so it compile and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't get to that part. I just in the README I put run as Java program. Didn't finish.
That's very intense.
Yeah. I mean, the way I thought about it, right, was to create an augmented balanced binary search tree, and you'd have to implement your own because Java tree map didn't fit the bill. So I don't know how you're supposed to do that in 90 minutes. To implement your own rotations, like
yeah, have to do spawn all over again.
Yeah. No.
Use a display tree. Listen, you were talking about the first guy like not warming up to you and all. I had like a similar experience with one of my interviews. It was at Jump Trading, and that one I had like 3 interviews, and then a 4th one was like more of a behavioral one. But he didn't even ask me any behavioral questions because I think it was already fucked by then. Either way. So the first one, this dude was like, just like what you described, like, already from the beginning, it was like he didn't want to be there at all. And he was curt and stuff. It did not help that I like completely bombed as well, because he gave me a question in C++, and one of the questions he asked before we started was, how much, I saw you have C++ on your resume, how much C++ do you know? And I was like, yeah, I know a little bit. I did some stuff playing around with Unreal Engine, and I've all my classes in school are in C, so C is like C++. And then he was like, okay, but you could tell he was already like disappointed / not enthusiastic. So I think that maybe is why, because he hadn't described the problem yet. Maybe that's why he then gave me a C++ answer to then fully test me, and I completely bombed. I still have, I don't know why, but for that question, I also copied down like the prompts. So if you want to look at it later, it's fucking
you don't
ridiculous.
Tell me these things, man. You really don't like talking about interviews.
I really don't. Yeah.
When was this?
Unless it's for the fucking podcast. This was Monday. This Monday.
Have you heard back?
Yeah, it was. I told them I had a deadline on the Wednesday, so then they told me within the Tuesday. It was like no.
No?
No, yeah.
Right.
Well, it was expected though, because I really bombed this first one. So there were like 3, right? I bombed the first one. The second one I passed, I think. Like, I don't think I did anything wrong. The third one was like very mixed. I don't know if I actually did well or not. So if I had 1 bomb and 1 mix, that's already like not good. So either way, he like it just completely like fucked with me, and he was not, I don't know. He already going in, he didn't have a good vibe, so it was not good. It was not fun.
Interviews aren't fun, man.
It was not fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing interviews are not fun. Talking about interviews
is not fun.
Is not fun. Well, okay, it could be cathartic, but one of the things that, you know, part of the reason why I've developed this. Not hatred. It's not a hatred, but it's like a, I wouldn't even say dislike. It's just like I'm a little tired of all this interview talk. Is
apathetic?
Apathetic, that's the word I was looking for. My 2 roommates, they absolutely, one of the roommates absolutely loves interview talk. And what's funny is when we meet each other, because we don't talk that much. It's not like we don't get along, but I don't know, we're always in our rooms. But the few times that we all like are congregating, it's always interview talk.
It's because it's the one thing that you're like guaranteed to have something to talk about.
It's always
guaranteed that there will be something. Give it a couple weeks, months, interview talk will be gone.
I know, but it's this past 2 months. Has it been 2 months? It has been like 2 months. Yeah.
My Citadel interview process has spanned the whole 2 months. from my first online assessment till now, I'm still in the process.
I'm giving Citadel the taste of their own medicine, and I'm ghosting the recruiter because I'm not responding back. Literally, it's just always been this. And like just before this podcast, like 2 hours ago, they had another like 40-minute talk.
40 minutes? Okay, that's too much.
Well, it's because they were like one person was cooking at the same time. We were all like eating, but like 40 minutes. It was just it's too much.
I just talk about it to like get it off my chest. I'm like, oh, otherwise if I keep it inside, I'll feel shitty, you know.
It's too much. Listen, I'm sure like a month or so, this stuff isn't gonna happen.
A week even. A week.
No, that's true. Because I think a lot of people are starting to finish up their stuff.
My deadline is at a week. So
I'm gonna be curious what we even talk about. Like what is gonna be brought up as a conversation starter in like a month or so.
It's gonna be, how are your classes? Got any midterms coming up?
That is the standard question, though. Fucking hell.
Studying for finals.
Studying for finals. Woo, yeah.
Got any plans for winter break?
Going home for Thanksgiving? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on from that interview portion of Chicago. You stayed there for another like 2 days.
Yes,
right?
yes. This is the fun part.
The fun part. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I was a little bit AFK for my internship. Hopefully Bezos isn't listening. For a bit. On Friday. So I flew in.
Should hope your manager is not listening on Bezos.
I flew on Wednesday. I got 5 weeks left, man. I mean, as long as I'm able to do the work, it's okay, right? And I think I'm able to. I've been doing a good job, with the work.
Yeah.
So I flew on Wednesday, right? I had my interview stuff Wednesday, Thursday, and then after the interview, me and some of the on-site kids went out to walk around a bit because they had some time before their flight, and I had a lot of time before my flight. So we got some deep dish pizza. That was my first taste of Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago is famous for that. Yeah.
Yeah. It took 40 minutes to make, but it was really good.
It was good. Okay.
Yeah. Man, deep dish pizza is terrible for you. It takes forever to make and it's expensive.
Yeah. Wait. What is special about deep dish? What's that like qualifier?
It's like 3D pizza. It's like lasagna but pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. It's like it comes in like a bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
So it was really good. I had that, and then my friend flew in for Columbus Day weekend. It's a miracle that our schedules lined up because over the summer we were talking. He was like, "You should come over Columbus Day weekend. I'm going to Chicago," and I was like, "Yeah, I got school internship." So, and then this thing came up. It's like amazing. And then after that, most everyone left. So it was just me and this one kid.
That was not your friend?
Oh yeah, sorry, I skipped some details. Yeah, I'm coming back now. This is
Okay.
right after the deep dish pizza.
Okay.
I went to go see the Cloud Gate. You know, the big beam.
No, I don't know that.
It's like a big mirror beam.
It's a Chicago. Oh, I do know that. Yeah. I do know that.
In Millennium Park.
Yeah.
So we went there. He did like a TikTok something or other. I don't know.
With your friend, or this is still a guy from DRW?
This is still a guy from DRW.
Okay.
He's a pretty chill guy.
He did a TikTok. Are you the filmer?
No,
Or like helping him film?
Oh, it's actually really cool that beam thing. We should go sometime. It's like really like reflecty and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like different shapes. There's like 10 of you all over the place. And then we went to like the little fountain thing with the faces on it. I don't know if you know that. It's like right next to the beam. Saw that. Then my friend flew in. And so, he came. Our hotel was like in the middle of everything, right? It was like a 10-minute walk from everything.
Was it still like a 5-star hotel, or is it a cheaper one?
Not so much.
Okay.
We had one queen bed to share, and it was like the size of this room.
The whole room, like or the bed.
The whole room. Yeah.
Oh, it was like this?
Yeah, I mean it was a little bit bigger. Maybe here plus the bathroom.
That's still really tiny.
Yeah, it was pretty small.
Hotel room. Okay.
Really small. It was not the experience that I had at the 5-star. Oh, you know the hotel I stayed in for DRW was owned by the company.
By DRW?
Yeah.
What?
They do real estate apparently.
Oh
also.
my god. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. The location was really good. It's still kind of expensive. But yeah, the DRW hotel was $400 a night. This other hotel was $400 for the whole time I was there.
But that was like 2 nights, 3 nights?
It's 3 nights.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, right? Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we did some exploring. I went to the art museum on Friday. Saw some famous art. I don't know which art you know. The American
test
Gothic.
the viewers.
American Gothic, you guys know what that is. It's the guy with like they're holding the pitchfork in front of the farmhouse. It's probably the most famous painting, the most recognizable painting that's there.
Okay.
American Gothic, or you pull it up.
Yeah.
We've definitely seen that painting before.
I don't know if I have.
American Gothic? You've not?
I know. I'm looking at the image right now.
Alright, well.
I really don't know if I've seen this one.
That's it shows up all the time in popular culture. It's like,
okay.
I'm sure in cartoons, like people have seen this before.
YouTube listeners, you'll the image is right here.
Yeah. That's probably I'm actually genuinely very surprised that you have not seen this painting. It's like as famous as like the Mona Lisa.
I don't know about that.
It's like
not true.
It's probably the most recognizable American painting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the most recognizable American painting. There was some Picasso, the guitarist. I don't know. You probably definitely not seen it if you haven't seen this one.
I don't know anything about art, so it's very sad.
Yeah, this is another one of those things, right? You don't pick up on the references. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. People,
are these references? Like how often?
You don't. I mean,
these.
Yeah,
images?
exactly. You don't notice it if you don't know it.
Okay.
Right? So you miss out. I don't know. It's like I feel like you're not really educated if you don't know this stuff. Right?
Fucking hell, man. All right.
I'm sorry, Patrick.
Jesus Christ.
Just call you uneducated.
You're calling all the viewers that have been.
I'm sure our viewer knows what.
Honestly, I'm gonna bet he doesn't. I'm gonna bet he doesn't.
You're gonna bet he doesn't know what American?
Yeah.
I know he definitely knows, bro.
No.
He definitely.
No.
This is an extremely famous painting.
No.
It is actually. It's probably. I'm telling you right now. It's like the most recognizable American painting, like by far.
Okay, listen. Right. If our viewer does know.
Are you placing a bet now?
What are we gonna wager? I'm thinking like okay, how about this? If our viewer does know about the painting, I will.
Look, I just looked up most famous American painting, and it's the very top one on the list.
Okay, but you have to remember our viewer's not American too.
Okay.
So you're fucked.
Alright, buddy. Listen here. It's probably the most famous painting that was created in North America, okay?
Okay. If he doesn't know, I will buy you Millies.
Oh, okay.
And if he does not know, you will buy me.
Millies?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a fair bet.
Please. I really hope I'm not just the illiterate fuck. There's no way. Like, okay, where did you learn this?
I didn't learn it. I did learn it, but before that, I had seen it because it's extremely famous. You just see it out in the world somewhere in cartoons and TV shows and on advertisements, parodies.
Okay. I'm gonna do a condition of the bet where he has to know, like, just from the words American Gothic, what image it is.
No.
Come on.
No. Yes. I've seen. You pulled up the painting. And you said I have never seen this in my life. Nobody knows the names of paintings, bro. Okay.
They know the name of the Mona Lisa.
Okay, that's different.
You said this was as famous as the Mona Lisa. You can't take back your words. You said this was as famous as the Mona Lisa.
I said most famous in America. Okay.
Okay. Well, we're in America.
Huh?
We're in the Americas.
Okay, well, nobody knows the names of any American paintings. Okay, so even if it's the most famous American painting,
backtracking. This is like one.
I'm not backtracking. You just added a condition to the bet, bro. You just added a condition to the bet that was completely unnecessary. Well, what part of the title of the painting is actually important about the painting? That has no bearing on the painting, bro.
Okay,
the title of the painting means nothing.
Our viewer, you know. Who you like better, you're gonna say whether or not you have or not seen it. Okay, alright.
The name of the painting is not a part of the bet. Okay, alright.
I'll be confident enough that there's no way.
I didn't know the name of the painting until I learned about it in school.
Okay, fucking
okay. But I had seen it before. That's a very famous painting. Alright?
Okay, fine. Sure. So you saw that painting,
Also, the second painting on this list of most famous American paintings that I just pulled up was also in the museum. I saw it.
Which one was it?
I have a picture by it.
What is it?
It's called Nighthawks by Edward Hopper. This I learned about in school, so if you haven't seen it, that's why.
Well, you still learn about it, like.
Yeah. I learned about it in school. I've heard of it.
Okay. Fine American.
Oh, apparently no, never mind. Sorry.
That's a cool photo. Painting.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a very sort of 1950s-y looking.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, what was it? There was and then the Surat. Okay, you definitely not heard of this painting, but I learned about this in school also.
What kind of class is teaching all of this?
I took
Amstel.
Yeah, Amstel is that's right. It's
Actually,
you learned about American art. Yeah. The Nighthawks I learned about in that class.
Okay.
The American Gothic was discussed in that class. Then I also took a humanities class in 9th and 10th grade, where we talked about a lot of like European art. I also took AP European history, and my teacher taught us a lot of art stuff.
Okay.
So that's where I saw it. So this is a very famous painting. I don't want to say the most famous painting in the museum, but it's definitely up there. It's called Sunday on Le Grand Jatte by Seurat. So it's Le Grand. So
yeah, I see it. I see it. Yep, not seen this one before.
It's famous. The technique he used, pointillism. It's like a bunch of little dots. The whole painting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he was just doing this the whole time.
Yeah. Well, they're like micro strokes almost. It's like a lot of little tiny horizontal strokes. Is what it is. So that's pretty impressive. It's a humongous painting too. It's like I can't show it.
Okay, show it. Yeah. Show it to me.
It's like this big maybe.
Okay.
It's very big.
Like bigger than your wingspan.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe it's as big as my wingspan.
Okay.
So it's pretty impressive that he did that. There's also a lady holding a monkey on a leash, which is kind of funny.
Isn't that like George the monkey?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that a comic, right? George.
It's a cartoon.
It's not called George the
Curious
Monkey.
George.
Curious George.
Yes. I remember watching the Curious George movie in theaters when I was little. There was a song at the end was pretty good.
The only reason I know Curious George is I had this book of different comics and stuff, and that was one of them.
Oh yeah.
There was other ones Arthur was in there.
Oh yeah.
Also.
That's another cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo
Ma was in.
Curious George?
No, he wasn't Arthur. He played the cello. Him and I forget who it was, some jazz artist.
Oh, was he cartoonified?
Yeah.
In that? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool.
And then there were some Van Goghs. Yeah, you've probably seen the Van Gogh self-portrait, right?
Yeah, probably. I have an idea of what he looks like, yeah.
Yeah, but not this one.
No, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I've definitely seen this one. I know this one.
Yeah. So, this one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay. That was in there. Right next to it was his bedroom. You know the Van Gogh bedroom?
Probably. I think these Van Gogh ones I've at least seen before in like books or something.
One of his bedrooms.
Oh, I've seen this
bedroom.
I've seen this bedroom.
Yeah, he painted a lot of them. One of them was in there.
Okay.
So yeah, it was good. We spent a lot of time there. Saw a lot of stuff. We saw some photography too. I'm not a big photography guy. But that was in the museum also.
Oh, okay.
We looked at that exhibit. Yeah, I looked up on the Wikipedia page. I saw all the paintings that I've heard of, and then I got pictures in front of all of them.
Oh, that's cool.
So I have a picture in front of all these.
Spent like the whole day there?
No, not the whole day. A few hours we spent.
What was like the admissions price?
I think $19.
Oh, that's not bad.
It was cheaper for students.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And then the next day we went to the aquarium. Saw some fish. That is kind of boring, honestly. I saw like a whale, which is kind of cool.
Let's go to SeaWorld, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about the animal abuse ethics of this, but I guess some way it's kind of cool. There's fish.
You get to go through.
Too.
Did you get to go through like the tunnel? I don't know if they have that at every aquarium.
Oh, it's like underwater.
It's like a tunnel.
I was hoping it would be something like that.
That would be cool.
There was some stuff that you had to like pay extra to get into that we didn't do.
Boo.
Yeah, it was kind of expensive too. It was like
more expensive than the museum.
Yeah, It was like $40, $30.
Yeah, I mean they gotta buy fucking calamari for these.
Yeah.
Calamari for the calamari.
Yeah, honestly, time better spent elsewhere, I feel.
Okay.
And then what did we do after?
Did you go to Southside Chicago?
No. No, we did not. That was the box left unticked. We went to the Magnificent Mile, which is like a mile stretch of road. That's just like shopping and upscale.
Oh, okay.
We just kind of walked around a bit. It was like, wow, nice.
Is that supposed to be as famous as like, I don't know, like Fifth Avenue or something like that?
Yeah, kind of. That kind of vibe.
Okay.
It's like one of the things that must see Chicago, you know.
Must see. Shopping outlets, must see.
It's like a nice area, you know, to walk around.
Yeah. North side.
Yeah.
West side, east side.
Well, the Chicago River walk, we kind of walked around a bit.
Okay.
It's nice. It's like a river. Oh, you know, the Chicago River flows upstream.
How does that work?
I don't know. They were like polluting the lake, and so they just like did some human engineering magic, and now it flows the other way.
What the fuck?
Yeah, crazy.
They got like motors underneath there.
Well, I think they built like a dam or something. I don't know how it works, but
that's kind of whack. Okay. Interesting.
And yeah, and then the next day I wanted to go see. There's some like famous fountain in one of the parks. But it just so happened that the Chicago Marathon was going on.
Oh, okay.
And they closed all of the parks. You're not allowed in. Only marathoners allowed in.
So join the marathon.
But I had to leave.
Can't you like? You don't have to complete the marathon. You just join it.
Just join. I think you have to sign up in advance, bro.
Well, there's no way they're patrolling the whole marathon route.
Dude, I tried getting in. No, all the entrances to the parks were like barricaded off with people.
Exactly. So you need to like get in from earlier in the marathon.
Oh yeah.
Rather than.
I don't know. I feel like marathon security is
tighter
ever since
Boston.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, it's kind of sad. That's the first thing I think about when I think of marathons.
Yeah, me too.
I think of that, or either that one, or there's like a local marathon called Hood to Coast. It was like you run from Mount Hood, which is like a mountain in Oregon, to the coast of Oregon. So it was like. It's a certain amount of stretch of distance that I don't know the numerical amount.
26 point whatever miles.
You know that? Jesus
Christ. That's the marathon length, right?
Oh really? Every marathon?
Yeah, all marathons are the same length. It's like 26.
What? I did not know that. All marathons?
Yeah, marathon. It's like a standard race.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wasn't a marathon then. Why are marathons 26 point?
So you read the story, right?
No. Like the Greek guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He like died when he arrived.
That's interesting. So all marathons are 26.2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's a marathon then, because it's way longer to get from the coast to Mount Hood.
And then there's like ultra marathons also, which are like varying lengths. There's some that are like 100 miles, and I have no idea how people do.
That's probably what it was, because it's supposed to span over like not a single day.
Oh,
so
yeah, I remember I watched this. I forgot what it was. I think it was just like on the TV one time. This guy, or maybe it was a YouTube video. He was doing some marathon, and I think it was like Morocco. And he was just like running along the trail, and then some like sandstorm happened, and he was like, "Oh shit, I can't see anything." But he just kept running. And then when the sand cleared, right, he looked around and he was like, I have no idea where I am.
How does this even work? Is he filming himself doing this?
No.
You said it's like a YouTube video?
No, he didn't do. This is not. This was like a documentary.
Oh, okay.
Like of what happened. And so he like strayed like way off the path without realizing it. And it took like days for people to find him. I think he ended up having to like run back to to the highway or something, right? Somebody found him.
Jeez.
So. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It turns out he like strayed like 50 miles off course or something. Somehow, like.
Well, sandstorms, man. Those are.
No, that means he ran like 50 miles away from where he was supposed to. At least his body was like conditioned for it.
Yeah, I mean, multiple days. I wonder if you have water. You don't normally like carry a lot of water.
Not very much water. It's like
this is like in the desert. The fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bad. Some Italian guy. And then a few years later, he came back and did the race actually.
Redemption.
Yeah,
he's done it. Good for him. That's good.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do a marathon?
I mean, dude, I can barely run a mile. Like. My mom does marathons.
Really? Holy shit!
She runs a lot.
She good? Like, how many marathons has she done?
She's done 1, maybe 2 marathons.
That's not bad.
She's doing an Ironman.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's like multiple things, right?
Yeah, it's like a triathlon.
Fuck.
It's like biking, swimming.
Dude, your mom like.
Dude, my parents are like.
How are you gonna live up
better
to
than me?
Holy shit! They're just like upgraded. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's been like training, just like past year.
Yeah. She what is it? I remember she was on like some Zoom call, but she has like somebody to coordinate this stuff for her or something. I don't know. They were talking about like where they could do, like I think like a trial Ironman, like a practice one. And Kazakhstan was one of the choices, and I was like, wait a second, what?
Why can't you just do it like
all the places she was like Phoenix, then it's like New Mexico or something, and like Kazakhstan.
Why do you need a special place to do that? Like,
I guess like the terrain matters, right? Like the time of year also.
So which one is she training to do though? Like at a specific place?
Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't remember.
That's pretty.
She did not say Kazakhstan though. I was like, man, I wanted to go to Kazakhstan, see what it's like, see what's up.
A family trip.
Yeah.
The whole family goes along with the Ironman.
Yeah.
So Ironman, that's running, swimming, and cycling. Yeah. Those 3. Okay. Damn.
I was like, wow, you're crazy. Don't do this.
You should be encouraging her.
No, I like my mom. I don't want her to like,
Well, she's going to be trained for it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I mean, you can like say that about your mom now. Like, she's done IRONWOMAN.
IRONWOMAN.
She should go on like American Ninja Warrior or something.
Yeah. She's a superhero.
How about your dad? Does he do those kinds of physical stuff?
Not really. I mean, he goes to the gym pretty frequently, yeah, but he doesn't like train for events and stuff.
Okay. And then your brother, he's gonna become a marathon runner too?
No, I played basketball.
Is he more athletic than you?
Way more athletic than me.
Oh.
Way more.
This was what you were talking about. You're like, your brother's like completely different.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know how it's possible, bro. We're like, we can polar opposites.
Like, he's super athletic.
Yeah.
I mean...
And he like listens to rap music. He's like, he's kind of cool, He likes to cook also.
Yeah. That is the opposite.
Yeah. He's only 12 years old too.
I know. What a G.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And how about his interests and like what he wants to do?
I don't know, bro.
He doesn't
only
know
12
yet.
years old.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean that is kind of crazy. I mean, I'm thinking about me and my sibling. I don't know how, like, we have different interests and stuff. Like, I guess that's normal. I don't know how I would define polar opposites. Like, she's doing med school. Is that a polar opposite?
No, you're just like, still chasing money.
We're like, well, you know what? Maybe it is the opposite because you're fucking throwing in money into the med school. It's like the longest term investment you can do because you won't see gains until like.
But I mean, it's like, you know, you're still with this in mind. You're going for money.
Well,
I mean, maybe she truly likes helping people. You know,
I don't.
Lives.
I know. It's like I don't think she is chasing the money. I think she has more altruistic,
genuine interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's respectable. It's like I love computer science. It's a real interesting way to solve real world problems.
Going back, like this money talk, it's just like with the internship talk. Everything is like quantified by this company's better because it makes more money. And like one thing that I never knew is like people go so into it. It's like people are going for these startups. And then they're trying to line up when they're joining the startups right before they IPO, so then they can get like maximum compensation and shit. I'm like, how fucking into this?
That's
crazy.
What people really want, right?
Yeah.
I used to actually, think that I was doing this for, solving problems and computer science is pretty interesting.
Like, I'm not. No. This was supposed to be a career, and that's what it's aiming to be. Like, CS is interesting, but like, yeah.
But it seems like I've been beaten down over the years.
Well, I don't know. It seems like everybody does this, so just conforming to the norm is what everybody else does. I think it's hard to just still want to do something only because you're like interested in it, because you have to think about these things. Like, is it going to be worthwhile in the end? Like, I could be super into gender studies, and then
or history,
yeah, but then you have to be realistic about if you search gender studies, what are you going to do? Your career is teaching more gender studies to gender studies students. Same with like history.
CNN might reach out to you after.
I don't think even CNN is reaching out.
You're a very prominent gender.
Maybe
expert.
But then, yeah, I think it's just. I'm making fun of gender studies. I think there was a person at my high school who went brown and was studying gender.
I have never met a single human that actually studied gender studies.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
My master teacher studied racial studies.
Okay.
That was her major, I think.
And how'd that work out for her?
She became a hamster teacher. It depends on what you.
Well, maybe she was really good at the part of the course talking about racial tensions in America and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
She was one of your Amstead teachers, so I think that kind of speaks for itself. Yeah.
She was. I don't want to speak ill about.
Was this the old one or the young one?
Old one.
Okay.
She wasn't old.
The older one.
She was older. Yeah.
Okay. I mean.
Yeah, the other one. I tell you, she went to my high school. She was like.
The younger one?
Yeah. She took this class like a few years before me.
Like now she's perpetuating it. Yeah. Continuing the legacy. Yeah. It was yeah. What were we talking about before? This was a huge tangent. Oh, you're Chicago.
Oh, yeah. That's about it, right? Getting an Uber out to the airport, impossible. Because I was right in the middle of Chicago, right? So the marathon was like right next to the Uber shut down in that part of Chicago, so I had to go across the river.
Was there no public transport though?
Oh yeah, there was. I didn't know how to use it though. I wanted to. Maybe I should have, because that's another big thing in Chicago, right? The L.
The L.
The elevated train. I probably could have taken that.
Is it a monorail?
No.
No.
It's rail.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. That's one of the things about Pittsburgh. Like, I didn't. You know, there is like a transit rail network, but it's
only
like
in downtown, probably.
Yeah, and it's like I looked at the thing. It's like one line.
Oh yeah, yes.
There's like only one line and like one fork. I guess
Pittsburgh is tiny, right? You don't really.
What? Okay, Portland I think is smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Like I bet Portland,
Oregon,
comparable size or smaller? We have like a whole.
How many people live in Portland?
Okay, you know what? Let's
only 300,000 people live in Pittsburgh.
Oh, really? Only 300,000?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess Portland is bigger than that. That makes sense.
Like my suburb that I live in of Dallas is like a comparable size to Pittsburgh.
Let's see. The Portland population was 660,000. Pittsburgh is half that. Okay, I guess that makes sense then.
Mm.
I always thought Pittsburgh was bigger.
It used to be bigger, and you know.
I mean, you go to the city, it doesn't feel like
it used to be bigger.
Oh yeah.
People moved out, left. Steel left.
Sad times.
It's coming back though.
Why?
It's not a bad city. I mean, it's not like Detroit, is it?
That's true. Detroit's kind of fucked. So yeah, you went back. And that was your Chicago trip.
Yep.
So how would you rank Chicago? You have pretty favorable opinions of Chicago, it seems like.
Yeah, it was a nice city. I liked it. It's a very picturesque city also. I took some pictures. You know, I can put them on the
podcast. Even for everybody.
Most of the pictures were taken by my friend's camera. I showed you this one, right? Like I completely forgot. I went up the tallest building in Chicago. It's like the second tallest or third tallest
in the world.
No,
or in America.
In the Western Hemisphere.
And it's called
the Sears Tower.
Sears Tower. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually called Willis Tower now. The name changed.
Because Sears went bankrupt.
Some nice pictures up at the top. There's that one, and then there's this one also.
Okay, I just see a lot of buildings, but
yeah, it's nice and lights, you know.
Very urban.
Yes.
Urban landscape.
This is me and my friend in front of the Riverwalk.
All right.
Nice. This is the Riverwalk. You know, it's like a picturesque city. It's nice.
Would you not say Pittsburgh is like a
Yeah, Pittsburgh is also a picturesque city. A lot of picturesque cities out there.
So would you want to live in Pittsburgh?
No. Oh, see, Pittsburgh is like small and like insignificant. You know, I mean, no offense to Pittsburgh, but like, you know, it's no New York, right?
Mm-hmm. So you want to
This is the Magnificent Mile here.
Okay.
It's like a shopping area. That's just like buildings, you know.
Yeah. So you're attracted to places of like cultural significance.
Yeah, like sort of larger city. I don't know. It's like I kind of want to be somewhere. Yeah.
Would you want to go like live in Dallas?
No, I mean,
would you go back home?
I mean, the only reason I go back is because that's where home is, right?
Okay, but you wouldn't want to live there.
I mean, I could live there, but only because that's where home is, right? That's where I would live. Because it's like I'm familiar, I got friends there, family there. That's what would draw me to Dallas, right? Not because Dallas is like. I mean, you would not go to Dallas, right?
I don't know. I've only visited Dallas from the airports. So.
I mean, well, that's another nice thing about Dallas. It has two.
The selling point.
It's easy to leave.
Okay.
But you know, it's not Chicago. You know, it's not New York.
LA.
I would see LA is different.
Why is LA different?
LA is it's like it's not really. I mean, I guess it's more about finding work, also, right?
Okay.
I'm not really. LA is not really a tech hub.
Okay, the Bay Area.
The Bay Area. I mean, you know, Bay Area is not a bad place, honestly. It's just like super expensive. That's the problem with it. And
listen,
also it's
you might be there this next summer, depending.
Yeah. It's likely. Maybe I'll form a better opinion of it. I went there with my dad in like 2018 to like visit Berkeley and Stanford. I didn't even apply to Stanford.
I didn't either.
Yeah, but I visited it anyway. It's a nice campus. The weather's really nice there. That's another good thing about it.
But, I mean, is it not? Is it like not? I feel like it's the same as Dallas. Or is Dallas like hotter?
Dallas is, I mean, but it's like triple digits in the summer. Though.
Okay, yeah. Well, it can get that in California too.
Not in the Bay Area.
Okay,
Bay Area is like 70 degrees year round. Bay Area is like, I don't know what it is about it. It like doesn't rain and it's like exactly 70 degrees every day of the year.
Yeah.
But
maybe it's in a bay. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, not all the bays are like that, right? I mean, New York is like on the coast, right?
Bay of Biscay.
Yeah, that's in France, right? France, Spain.
I don't actually know. I think it's somewhere. How about Seattle?
See, I've never been. I don't know what it's like.
It is in Spain / France.
There
you were right. Bay of Biscay,
okay.
not Seattle.
Yeah. Nice cities out there, you know.
How about outside the U.S.? Would you?
Barcelona is a nice city. I don't know about living there. It was a nice touristy place.
How about Canada? Vancouver?
Canada.
Toronto?
Vancouver is a nice city. I think Vancouver is also really expensive, right?
Yeah, probably.
Toronto. Never been to Toronto.
Winnipeg.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know where it is either. Somewhere. I was like I don't know a lot of cities. I know Ottawa, Montreal.
Quebec City.
I didn't even know there was a Quebec City. That's about all the Canadian places I know. So.
Well, Quebec, they like speak French there. It's strange place.
How is it strange?
Yeah,
I mean, wasn't Canada French at some point?
Yeah,
a long time ago.
I mean, so was Louisiana, who speaks French there.
Don't people speak French there?
Mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so
it's not as like prevalent as.
Okay, I guess so.
French.
Like,
there's no like Louisianan French, you know. That's not really a thing people talk about.
I mean, isn't like Cajun? That's like a thing that.
Yeah, you know, the Cajun's like from Canada. It's like they moved over to Louisiana.
Oh, really?
I think that's the etymology of the word Cajun.
So you're saying the people or the word Cajun?
I think it's both.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I actually... Yeah, also known as Acadians. And the Acadian Mountains are in Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did not make that up just now. So that makes me feel good.
Well, you know, I don't know. You'd have to learn... If you live there, learn French.
Yeah, I've never been to New Orleans also.
New Orleans. I mean, there's a lot of places I haven't been to.
I mean, I've been to a few places in the world.
Like how many states have you gone to? United States. Let's list them out. Texas.
Yeah.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah. Okay, let's not go in this order. This is I've already lost.
Okay, start from the west.
Okay.
California.
New
Mexico.
Nevada. Not been to New Mexico.
Arizona. Utah.
Do airports count? No.
No.
That's not city airports count.
Utah, Colorado, Wyoming,
No.
Idaho, Montana.
No. Dude, you just know these states, bro?
Yeah,
I
know
guess
all
you
50
live.
states.
Oh, okay.
I also know all. I have the map. Like I feel like.
Okay.
We're still going. Kansas, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, Oklahoma.
I've been to Oklahoma.
Nebraska, Kansas.
No.
Okay, we're at like Texas now.
Texas,
Louisiana, Missouri.
No.
What's above Missouri? Iowa.
No.
Illinois
is a state. Illinois, yeah.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, no.
Michigan.
Michigan. What's in Michigan? Detroit? No.
Lansing.
No.
Ohio. Indiana.
Oh yeah, the airports don't count, right? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Ohio.
Ohio?
Indiana. What's below that? No, we start going down. There's Kentucky, Tennessee.
Okay, none of these states have been. Oh wait.
South.
Wait. Whoa. My uncle got married in
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Whoa, that was a long time ago. That was a memory I didn't know I had.
Whoa, we're unlocking. Just the key came in.
Wait, I don't remember where I went to though.
Okay.
I don't remember. There's some states that I don't know that I've been to, but I've been there. I know.
Somewhere in the.
I think it was like.
Well,
North Carolina.
you had that association with Tennessee or Kentucky.
It was like that. I mean,
could be.
Tennessee's where Nashville is, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've been there, but man, that was a long time ago, bro. I was like 6 years old, bro.
And you still have that memory. It's pretty crazy.
But I think the marriage was in North Carolina.
Alright.
I don't remember. I'm not gonna add that to my list of states. Okay.
Alright. Alabama, Mississippi.
Okay, of course not. No.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, I've been to. Yes.
Okay. Florida.
Florida, I've been to.
Georgia.
No.
South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia.
No.
Maryland.
No.
Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, I've been to.
Delaware.
Delaware, no.
New Jersey.
New Jersey, airports don't count.
Okay, we got New York.
Yes.
We got Massachusetts,
Yes.
Connecticut,
Yes.
Rhode Island,
Yes.
Vermont,
No.
New Hampshire.
Does driving through count?
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe New Hampshire I've been to.
Maine.
Maine, yes.
Damn.
I guess
11?
This is 16.
Oh, 16. Okay. That's not bad.
That's not bad, no.
That's not bad at all. Yeah.
I've been around, yeah.
I mean, that's not even a third yet.
Yeah. No, it's not.
There's a lot of places. Oregon, Washington. Like, what's the next state you want to visit then?
Oregon, of course.
Like, what's a big hub you haven't been to? Like Seattle, that would be Washington.
Yeah, Seattle, I haven't been to. St. Louis is another place.
Missouri, okay.
New
Orleans.
New Orleans. I've been to Louisiana, but not
New Orleans. Columbus. So I don't know if Columbus is big enough.
Well, I mean, sure. I guess Indianapolis also never been to, and Cleveland. And,
Washington. Have you been to the capital?
DC, I've been to, yes.
Okay. Oh yeah. DC. Maybe it'll become a state by the time. At some point,
we're
Puerto Rico.
Republicans aren't gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
No,
is that gonna disadvantage them?
DC.
Yeah.
Is like uber liberal.
Okay.
It's like the most liberal place like in the U.S. It's I mean, what was the landslide victory? Like Reagan, right? He like won like every single state except for like Minnesota and DC. Yeah, in Minnesota we lost because his opponent
was from Minnesota.
Yeah. What's his name?
His opponent?
Mondale. Yeah. Walter Mondale.
No clue.
That was the
Barry Goldwater.
No, he was a Republican. In 1964, ran against Lyndon B. Johnson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I hate American history.
Look at that! You just like spouted that as soon as I said the name.
Dude, literally, who cares?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
You want to visit there?
Yes, I want to visit there.
I always mixed up like half the time Puerto Rico and Costa Rica. I was like, which one's which?
Two Spanish words.
Well, it's because I don't know. They kind of, they don't sound the same, but
they're like two Spanish words. You know, it's like.
I mean, but like a lot of the other ones, like
no other place is like two words, right? That is Spanish.
Oh, okay, there are two words. Yeah, sure, that's true.
What's it called? San Juan, is that the capital? I would love to go. They got like colored buildings there. It's cool. They speak Spanish, which is kind of funky.
Oh, there you fit right in.
Nope.
You fit right in for the first 2 words. They'd be like, hola, yeah. The fuck you talking about? Repito. Yeah. I'm thinking. Let's see where have I?
Yeah, your turn.
We're just listing through. We're going west, or do we go east? We're going west.
Start west. Yeah.
Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona. These whole swaths I've passed through on a road trip, but I can't remember anything about it. Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. I don't know if Colorado, Utah for sure. Which one has Mount Rushmore?
North Dakota.
Whichever one
South Dakota.
North Dakota. Over offending the Dakotas. Whichever one.
South Dakota for sure.
Okay, South Dakota. That one.
I almost went. My parents went on Labor Day weekend just now, and I was invited, and I did not go.
I've actually never been to Texas.
Yeah.
Like visiting, or maybe no. I don't think it was Texas. No Texas.
Texas is a nice city, honestly. You should come once.
Yeah.
See some.
I've never been to the South, so all of those are gone. I've been to Ohio.
Never been to Florida either?
Never been to Florida.
Never been to Disney World? Okay.
Nope. Ohio, Pennsylvania, DC, New Jersey. Did I actually go to New Jersey? I know I went to DC. I don't know if we passed down. So I don't know, maybe 13 right now. New York for sure, Massachusetts for sure. I don't know where. I think it's New York. That's like the U.S. side of Niagara Falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 15. I think.
Okay.
I don't think I went to Connecticut, Rhode Island, or any of those. I'm trying to think elsewhere. Maybe I did go to Maryland. I don't think I went to Virginia. Yeah.
Well,
sounds about right.
Yeah, so we're about the same, I guess. I guess if we count my uncle's wedding.
What's my next stop? Texas, probably.
Yeah.
Might as well. Texas, I mean, it's a big state. Oh, wait, we're missing Hawaii.
Oh, yes. Okay.
16.
We both went to Hawaii.
Yeah. I've not been to Alaska, though. No Alaska.
How could we forget?
Just so insignificant, off on.
It's a very nice state, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Natural beauty.
Very expensive to live there, as we've talked about in the podcast before.
Very expensive to be a tourist there too.
Yeah, everything's just expensive.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. What about out of the country? I think we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah, it's a lot less. I've got Canada, Taiwan, Mexico. Like, I never went to Europe. I've only gone to Taiwan and Asia, and there was no stuff. Not even counting flights. Like, it's been Canada, Mexico, Taiwan. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
I mean, we got to go to South America.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, everything. I've already been to Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I've gone to Mexico a bunch, and it's like right across. It's like a short flight. Cancun. Yeah. That's the cheap Texan vacation right there.
It's cheap to go to Cancun?
I mean, like, comparatively to like other places. I mean, it's like if you want to have a beach vacation, you go down. Like,
why don't you just go to Texas beaches?
Okay, if you want like a nicer beach.
What makes it a nicer beach?
It's just
the
a nicer
sand quality.
Yeah. I mean, actually, the times we've gone, it's like covered in seaweed nowadays. I don't know, bro.
Okay. Yeah, it's fucked now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Nicaragua.
India.
India. I've been. You want to go by continent, maybe?
Okay. Americas.
All right. So North America, Canada, U.S. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess Mexico counts.
Mexico, Nicaragua.
Yeah, and then South America, I've been to Argentina.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you go to? What was the trip to Argentina?
Argentina? My dad had some. I think it was like teaching a class or something. He used to teach all over the place. He invited to places. And so we just made a trip out of it. Went to Buenos Aires and Cordova, I think, and
Goldova.
yeah. So I think it was really windy in some places. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Nice place. I remember it was cold. I was surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean that's pretty darn south, isn't it?
Yeah. No. I mean like it was because it was winter there.
Oh,
like
so it's so hard to think because you think like the equator is at Ecuador, right? So
it is.
Yeah. So like Argentina to there, it seems like North America is like way farther from the equator than Argentina is.
Right? Yeah, maybe. So Argentina is a very long country.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the bottom part of Argentina, is it farther away from the equator than like Canada? Like Vancouver, BC?
I don't know.
If you look at a map, but that's the part, like maps are deceiving. It seems like the south is always squashed.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
So it's like hard to actually visualize. I don't know if Vancouver, BC is actually farther away.
There's a website. Have you heard of it? True Size Of?
True Size Of? I think I've seen it. I think that it was like Greenland's always huge, right? But it's not actually that big, apparently.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's like, I mean, it's still a big island. I think it's like one of the biggest islands in the world.
I know, but it's not like on those maps where it's always like as big as fucking Canada or the United States.
Yeah, so we go on this website here. I guess we can take a screenshot and
True Size Of.
Yeah, so we take like a Peru and then an Argentina, and then we stack them on top of each other, and this is what we get.
Peru and Argentina.
Goes up to Canada.
Damn. Okay. So I guess so. Makes sense.
I mean, barely touches Canada. It's like northern U.S.
Like if you look at this map on TrueSize.com, Cape of Good Hope is way farther north than Cape Horn. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. There's so much more.
You know what's? I think we talked about this on the podcast also, but like New York is like everything in the U.S. is like much souther than Europe. Like New York is in the same line of latitude as Istanbul. You think of it as like northeast, but that's like way southern Europe.
Yeah, but why the fuck is it still cold there?
Yeah, it's the Gulf Stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the reason that Europe is warm.
Yeah, Europe should have frozen over then.
Yeah, if the Gulf Stream stops, they will.
Oh shit!
Global warming. Yeah. I don't know if that affects things, but
wouldn't that be to their advantage then?
I'm not sure. That's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard some things about the Gulf Stream. I don't know. No.
How's the Gulf Stream like? Like what Gulf is it? Because when I think
Mexico,
it's all the way over there.
Yeah, it carries the warm water up to.
Okay. That's crazy. Okay. Today I learned TIL.
Yeah, I guess that's the Americas. And I've never been to Africa. But a single African country. Europe.
Germany.
Yeah, I guess Spain. If I was 3, does it count?
Sure.
Yeah, it's France. Germany. Italy.
Austria.
No, not Austria. I almost went and COVID happened.
It was a plane trip.
Plans were canceled.
Shame.
Yeah. Czech Republic.
All right. Czechoslovakia.
I think that's it. And then
no UK.
Airport. Heathrow.
No. Okay.
I mean, we're really missing out on much.
Damn. All right. British lads, we still love you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for Europe, right?
Asia.
India. Yeah, India.
That's it.
Singapore.
Malaysia. You actually went to Singapore and Malaysia?
Yeah.
Damn. That's cool.
Airports don't count, right? So I think that's it for Asia.
You remember anything from those? Singapore, Malaysia?
Yeah, I was like maybe 12, 13.
And what was that like?
Yeah, we went in Malaysia. We went to like a little island. It was like a little resort.
Wait, Singapore? It's supposed to be like all the streets are very clean, right?
No, it was very clean.
Very clean.
and that's like a big city. And we went to there was like this big, I don't know what you call it, like an like a big greenhouse kind of thing. It's like
with like plants and shit.
Yeah, it's like plants and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
I don't remember what it's called. It's like a major Singapore thing, I think. It's like a dome thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that probably took up 10% of their territory already right there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is like nature too. They have like a big, I don't know if it's a preserve or what. It's like a zoo also.
Yeah.
Saw like a panda. It wasn't, yeah, I saw a panda, yeah. It was like an actual panda, which is pretty cool.
Actual panda?
No, there's also like a you know, like
little fake pandas?
The fox panda or whatever. Like
okay.
The red panda.
Yeah. I mean, those are pandas.
Yeah, I saw that also.
Okay,
sure. I was trying to think if I saw an actual panda, and I did. My brother was asleep the whole time. It was pretty funny.
I mean, he was like 6, is he not?
Yeah.
At that point?
He was pretty young, yeah. Even younger. He was like in a stroller.
Wow. Wait, at 5? 6? You said you went when you were like 12.
Yeah, maybe 4. 4 or 5.
I guess
maybe I was
still in
older.
a stroller. I mean,
I don't remember. I mean, he was in a stroller. That's all I know, man.
I mean, fucking
I don't know
bringing
how long ago it was.
Bringing kids along on these kinds of trips.
It's not for the kids, bro. It's for the parents.
I
so
know.
they get the pictures and the memories.
Why not just wait till they're a little bit older, yeah? So
Well, then you don't get the memories of when they're like a baby and you brought them on this trip. And, you know.
Yeah, you brought them on the trip and everybody else hated you on the flight.
Yeah.
Was your brother a big crier?
I think I cried a lot when I was little.
Uh-huh.
I would cry all the time.
Did your parents say that? Tell you that?
No, I remember crying a lot.
Oh, okay.
even as late as like 7 years old, I was like a crybaby, bro. I would cry over every little thing.
No. Hey, guess what? We're the same. I was a big crybaby, like, to fucking... I feel like to, like, elementary school still, and, like, in middle school, I guess not.
Oh, yeah, I got a detention once, in 7th grade, and I cried.
Oh, no.
I remember.
I remember.
I cried right in front of the teacher, too. Oh, my God. She felt bad for me, but that was okay.
No, that was something that luckily I never had a detention. A good boy, but
the way it happened too, bro. Oh my god.
Okay, what's this story?
We had an assembly, right? So it ended, and we were walking back.
And this is middle school.
This is middle school, yeah, okay. Yeah. And we were ahead of the teacher, so we were like waiting around in front of the classroom, waiting for her to unlock the door. And so I was like, it was a bit of a clown, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna pretend to pick the lock with my pencil. So I stuck the pencil in the lock and the tip broke in the lock. And the teacher came and she put the key in and it pushed the thing in further. She couldn't unlock the door. Oh, man.
Did she see you?
I was laughing the whole time, bro.
Oh my, you fucking dickhead.
That was so funny, and then she was like, yeah, detention.
Wait, but did she know it was you that did it?
Yeah.
Oh, she saw you?
Well, I think it was pretty obvious it was me by the way I was like, I like pretty much said it was me.
Oh my god, you couldn't even hide it.
Well, I'm a good boy, I don't want to hide it, okay?
What do you mean?
I got the detention. I had to come in.
Did you like cry right on the spot?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Couldn't hold it in. I was, I was an emotional young lad.
Oh man.
It's terrible, man.
That's so sad.
Delinquent.
Like in middle school, I still, if something like where I got in trouble or something like, I don't know, that's more, emotional is not the right word. It's like where it's more of like I got in trouble, or it's like a tense or, okay, fucking, I don't know how to describe it. Just like more of, it's I got in trouble, or it's like a compromising situation, something like that. I would still like be like on the verge of tears and stuff. Like, I think it's only in high school where it actually got much better. And it's like, okay.
I remember in my music theory teacher was very lenient. Okay, and I don't.
Oh wait, I think I know how to describe it. It's like if I'm getting flustered, but in like, flustered seems too mundane, but like flustered in a very intense way. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was a bad kid. I would talk too much
in school.
Yeah, I was a bit immature. Okay, I'll put it.
Who isn't?
Yeah, that's a good point. And so it's especially bad when the teacher's like pretty lenient, you know, because then it's like, okay, I can push further now, right? And so I pushed a little bit too far. They told me to like shut up, and the whole class was like quiet for the rest of the day.
I mean, that means everybody else was like that.
No, it was my fault.
It was all you.
It was my fault.
Fuck it up.
It was my fault. Yeah.
Class clown.
Oh, well. Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, I remember in middle school, I had a really shit sense of humor. I was just thinking because there's like in 8th grade, for our like little program thing that I was in, we had like photos. We had like, you know, like those superlatives or like those titles that you give people, like most likely to something something. I forgot what mine was, but what I do remember is we had to like take a photo for it, and I thought it would be funny if I was eating during it, so I just had my like egg sandwich. I was like taking a bite out of it as they took the photo. I was just like, yo, take a picture of me doing this, and I had my big fluffy jacket, and I was like, this is so funny, and it's not. It's just stupid as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very stupid. Dude, I'm just remembering middle school now. Like, our band teacher got arrested and, like, mugshotted. I don't think he actually got charged with anything, but it was because one of the, I think a student, like, he, like, playfully did something, like, I don't know, touched her hair or something. And then, I mean, she got mad. Or not mad, but she, like, fucking told her parents and shit. And then got arrested, and there was a mugshot. And we were like, holy fuck.
Was he fired?
Yeah. Like, he did not become... Yeah, I think he got fired.
Oh, shoot.
And we had a new band teacher.
Oh, shoot.
Mr. Coates got fired, and then we had Mr. Nash instead. Mr. Nash had a big-ass beard. Like, a really exotic beard.
Crazy
hell,
like
it's just like a beard.
Professor Black, what's his name? Alan Black.
Professor Black.
Yeah, with the natural language processing professor.
Oh yeah, it was like reddish brown. I don't know if it was as. It was like significant length because he was a short person as well, so it was like
like a gnome.
So it's like, all right, yep, this dude, he's got a significant beard. The height accentuates it. Yeah. So, I mean, fucking that middle school was just so fucked. We had like police called over once because like kids were like fighting in the bathroom, and like someone got their head injured or something. There was police and TV. Like, I don't know if it was for that incident, but another time there was definitely like TV crews pulled up. Maybe it was for that.
Yeah, somebody brought a gun to school one time.
I mean,
that was,
I mean, your high school's got like.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about that.
I forgot about the man.
Yeah. No, I was actually away. I don't remember what I did that day, but I was not at school. And then I came back, and there was like police outside, and I was like,
I mean, did he come to school?
No, not. It was because the police. I was talking about the guy that brought a gun to school.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fuck.
But nothing happened.
How did they know that? Like,
he pulled it out. Maybe it was in his bag or somebody saw it. Somehow somebody saw it.
Why the fuck even? Was there a motive or reason for why he did that?
I don't know why he did it. Bro. It seemed cool.
Texas, bro.
Yeah. They started instituting some new rules. I didn't see the full extent of it because I left. But they started making us wear our ID badges like around our necks.
Oh, now in your high school?
Yeah. And then I think they started locking the doors finally.
Wait, why though? Was there an incident?
Like school? No, it's just like in general, America is a dangerous place to have schools now.
Now? Like, has there been a shooting recently or something?
There have been many school shootings recently. Many. Ever since Columbine in '99.
I was just thinking like
Parkland, I guess, is the big one, right?
When was that?
Like 2018.
Okay. I can't even remember which one Parkland is.
That's the one. The only reason I remember is because that YouTube channel that does the interrogations.
Oh yeah, JCS
criminal
psychology.
I think that's the most watched video. The Parkland shooter interrogation.
Is that the one in Oregon? I know there was like a college in Oregon that had like a shooting as well.
I don't remember.
But Parkland shooting. This was in 2018 in Parkland, Florida, killing 17 people. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think that was the impetus for this stuff. Yeah, and then they actually haven't locked the doors, but they said they were gonna, and then we had to use like our IDs to unlock them.
Yeah.
But they never did that. The doors are always unlocked.
That makes sense.
Because it's hard because it's like multiple buildings, the campus. You have to like be able to walk around. I do remember one time though, I walked out of class, and I couldn't get back in the building. It was locked. So I guess they had started doing, but I didn't know how to get back in. So
This was like the last year you were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was towards the end of the last year.
That makes sense.
And they also said that they were gonna randomly like select
pat downs.
Almost. They would go to like class by class and like have like metal detector, and you have to like walk through it.
The fuck?
But I never had that.
Okay. Interesting.
My physics teacher had a strategy. He told us if there's ever a lockdown, like I don't know how your science labs were.
Yeah.
But they were like really big tables. He said so, and then our classroom also had these like, I forgot what it was for. We used them too. I forgot what they were for. It was like a long stick, like a big pole, metal pole, some instrument of some sort. I forget but I don't remember what it was for. But he said what we do is we build a barricade with the tables. Right? We take all the tables, we pile them up in the back of the room, okay, get behind them, and then we take the long instrument stick things and use them as swords. That is our plan. And then if he comes in, we all charge the door.
Why wouldn't you just set it up at the door though, so then you couldn't even come in?
Doors open outwards.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
So that was his plan.
Is that like a design decision to open outward instead of inwards?
I don't know. I mean,
like, does this one opens inwards?
Yeah, what I've noticed is that if it's like a public space, like a commercial building or like a school or something, the doors open outwards. My mom would be able to tell you more because she's an architect and she has to know this stuff. And then in the residential stuff, it opens inwards. But I think the reason for the public places is because if there's a fire and everybody has to leave at one time,
you want to like push.
You want to push out. Yeah, because if you pull in, it's like bad.
I mean, wouldn't you want that like residential too?
But there's not as many people.
Okay,
it's
I
like
guess.
one person.
That's interesting. I'll see if I notice that. Like maybe on campus they do that.
Yeah, all I've seen either is open outwards for sure.
For sure. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, it's crazy how tangent the mind can get, because when you were talking about your high school and like the security and stuff like that, I made a completely different connection because somehow.
Oh, and then one more thing. Sorry. I was visiting one time after I left, And one of the vice principals just like let me in the building.
Maybe he didn't recognize you?
I mean, I would be very surprised if he recognized me.
Okay. I mean, your school's big, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
what were you saying?
So failing. It's a huge tangent. I don't know how my brain made the connection, but it somehow did when you were talking about your school and I don't know, security and stuff. It was when Donald Trump got elected. They had, because we're in Oregon and it's a liberal place, they had like an announcement on it like the next day, and they're like, if you're feeling unsafe about the election result and stuff, know that we're here and stuff like that.
Your school said that?
Yeah, they
no way.
Or I don't know if maybe I'm misremembering. I know our teacher, either the school did an announcement or the teacher did. For sure, I know I heard that.
It probably like, a teacher. That sounds
okay.
I
don't think it's the school would be a bit. Yeah, I think, but I know our teacher then. He's like, if you're feeling, and I'm guessing that kind of stuff did not happen.
No, I didn't hear any of that. I don't think.
Were there any reactions that people had about that result?
I don't remember anything in particular. I mean. There was like a lot of memes, right?
Yeah.
But from the teachers and stuff, I honestly don't remember.
Your friends? Like, it was just memes.
Yeah, I mean, friends were like how the hell did this happen? Like,
so everyone's
straight up elected a clown to the presidency. Like,
Donald J. Trump. Yeah. The man himself.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Don't worry though.
2024? Trump 2024?
No chance. No chance. Literally no chance.
That's what they said in 2016.
No, but we have learned from our mistakes. Okay.
Have we?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is not doing that much better. There's this YouTube channel that I am subscribed to on YouTube. All these auxiliary information I always include. It just pads whatever I say.
Yes.
I've noticed that's a bad habit of mine. I always do that. It's just providing word salad.
That's not a word salad. Word salad is nonsensical. You're just providing redundancy to.
Okay, redundancy. A lot of redundant information.
This is how human speech is. Don't worry about it. Continue.
No good. Anyway.
Not necessarily bad.
This YouTube channel, it's about elections, and they just talk about like random stuff in America. I actually have one of their videos as like a topic later on.
No, you showed me this before, I think. Is it the one, like what's his name? What's it called?
What? Let's Talk Elections?
Oh, no.
I've definitely not showed you, because
What was the American history one that you showed me? Where you like ranked the presidents?
Oh, yeah, the, Billy Bean?
God, I don't think that's what it was called.
Mr. Bean. No, that is his name.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, the one who ranked the presidents.
Right. Election Talk.
It was not him, but Let's Talk Elections. I only subscribed to him like 2-3 weeks ago. And there was this is, again, auxiliary information, because one of his videos was about how Joe Biden's approval rating right now, it's like as bad as like Donald Trump. Like,
yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
He's not doing well. It's like, and part of what he was describing is because, like, Joe Biden's big promise is that first 100 days we're gonna get the coronavirus out, and now it's been like spiking this past month again.
I mean, what can he do though?
Exactly, and people are just gonna be mad since it's spiking. I really hope they don't shut down. And then, but people, if they do shut down,
literally, what can he do though? Like, he's completely powerless.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally walk in anywhere right now and get a vaccine if you want, right?
Yeah.
And that's not enough, apparently.
Well, I mean, he is trying to take steps. He's trying to mandate that, yeah? Anybody who works.
In the place of, is that even constitutional? Can he do that?
Well, I mean, Democrats are arguing it is, and Republicans are, of course, not arguing that it is.
I mean, it's like, literally there's nothing that he can do.
Yeah.
Short of, like, going around and, like, stabbing people with vaccines.
Wholesome stabber. Give me the vaccine instead. But yeah, Joe Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Blah, 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 Joe Biden.
Yeah, and then Afghanistan. It's just like really bad.
Just a bunch of bad optics.
Yeah.
All
Afghanistan
piled
happened,
together.
and then what was the other one? The infrastructure bill.
I mean, is that a bad thing though? I feel like
nothing's happening. They're like they can't do it. Joe, what's his name? Joe Manchin.
Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin.
Joe Manchin.
Joe Manchin.
You have to put the video in the...
We'll put a link to the meme video.
Does it show up as like the info thing on the top right?
Oh, clickable. Joe Manchin. I mean, I don't even know how. Like, they got, this is a not once in a lifetime, but once in a couple years, election cycles where they have control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
They should be able to do this.
Yeah, it's like by a hair. They're gonna lose it next to.
They're definitely gonna lose it. It's just fucked. It's straight fucked. Yeah. Current state of America affairs at this day in 2021, October. We're gonna look back at this in like 10 years and be like, oh shit, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not gonna happen because we're not gonna listen to this.
I don't know. The clips, those are good.
You thought about like, that's one thing I was thinking. Okay, you don't want this like anywhere public because you don't like showing it to people.
Yeah. I mean, can I confirm or deny?
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking, this would be so funny if I had kids someday and then they listen back to this and they're like, wow, potty humor, fuck it. I don't know what's crazy.
Bad words.
Bad words, oh my god. What would be funny is I have all those old YouTube videos that I've made with my high ass voice from like middle school. I can't believe if I have kids and they see that would be,
yeah, it's weird, right? Our parents they didn't have YouTube back then.
I don't know. So this is like a lot more exposed.
Our cringe,
our childhood
is set in stone.
I know. We grew up right in the age, or a little bit earlier. Well, no, right in the age where all the childhood is like super documented.
Yeah, I mean,
at least it's not on the internet as much.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube came out when we were like 4 years old, right?
Yeah, but it didn't become like super prolific until like at least 2010s. Then
is that true? I mean, Google bought it in 2006.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't like as big.
Yeah,
it was not as big where everyone's like uploading everything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I'd heard of it, right?
Yeah, of course.
I had seen like the duck song. I remember it was a thing, and that was in that was early on. Yeah. The Nyan Cat also.
That was YouTube. I know. I only knew Nyan Cat because there's a website of it where it just loops forever and the cat's just going.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it. You know leakspin.com?
No.
It was like this. If you hear the song, you'll know.
Okay.
And then it's just a forever looping picture of a girl spinning a leak.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's called leak spin.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will be interesting. Will be a first for our generation, I guess. The whole childhood is exposed. Let's move back to the current day. Let's finish up this interview talk because we're gonna be done with this, right? Like, when are you gonna be done? 2 weeks from now?
October 25th, which is Monday after.
But there's okay. So basically, by the next time we have a podcast, we're probably gonna be done, or it's gonna be the last time. Okay. So, one thing that I wanted, I hate it when they insist on calling you to tell you a result instead of just emailing you. I've had this with 2 things now, an accept and a reject, where they insist on doing a call instead of just emailing you. And I think it's just unnecessary. And
yeah, I agree.
It doesn't add anything.
Pinterest called me, I remember.
Yeah.
Insisted on calling. Also, Goldman Sachs did back in the day.
and it's just like very unnecessary, waste your time, especially if you get rejected.
Yeah.
That was the biggest waste. I got this for jump trading. Like they insisted on having a Zoom call, and it was just like
you got
3 minutes. It was like he even asked before. He was like, "How was your day?" And this was the day after I had the 2 midterms, so I was like, "My day was not the greatest, 2 midterms." And then he was worse. And he's just like, "Yeah, sorry."
Yeah, I'm gonna make it worse.
I mean, he wasn't even that apologetic. He was like, he like described the I don't know, the feedback too. One of the feedback was like, you just didn't seem that interested. I was like, what? God damn, what? That first interviewer, man, fuck him. Probably him. I probably wasn't that interested too. I don't think I really showed enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's probably another thing that I didn't do too bad.
I mean, how do you do it? Like, did you even know about DRW before?
No.
Exactly.
Probably the first time I had heard of DRW was probably a month before my final round interview.
On levels of FYI.
Yeah. How did you hear about the company?
You know, like when you fill out, sometimes they ask you, how did you hear about this opportunity?
Yeah, a lot of times it's the website. They say that.
Yeah. Like, I usually say like LinkedIn or something, even if it wasn't actually LinkedIn. Like for this last round, it's all been from levels first, right? I don't really say that. I just say like LinkedIn or Glassdoor or some other job board site. It's the easiest. Either way, I just wanted to get that off my chest. The calling instead of emailing, super stupid. Oh yeah, with your DRW, you met all those people, all the other kids that were interviewing. I'm guessing, did you like network with them and actually?
Yeah, I connected with one of them on LinkedIn, and we're in like a Instagram group now. Group chat.
With like a few other of the people I interviewed there.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk a bit about like yourselves, like where you went to school?
Yeah, I mean, so our school was like written on our name tag.
Oh, okay. What was the spread?
A couple from MIT. There was I think 1 or 2 from Stanford, UC Berkeley, 2 from CMU.
Did you know the other people?
But I was one of them, and the other one I didn't know.
Okay.
As a senior. A lot of like really great schools. There's a couple UT Austin.
That's cool.
Georgia Tech. There was one from the University of Utah. Yeah, seemed pretty smart. I mean, if you're from a state school, you know you're smart, right? Because you have to like break through this.
It's especially hard for like, that's what people were complaining about sometimes when I go on CS majors. There's like that never-ending debate about how much does like the school name help.
It matters.
Yeah, and I think people are saying for certain like bigger companies like Fang, it might, or okay, a lot of people consensus is that it helps you with the first stage, with like the getting past with the resume part.
All the stages are as necessary as the others, right?
Yeah. And then the rest afterwards. But like that first stage is important because otherwise you don't start.
Literally, it's the most important even. Like.
Yeah, exactly. So it definitely has an impact. And then people were saying like with all the trading firms, how select like huge numbers of the employers are always from like these top schools.
I don't know if you watched the Citadel promotional video.
No.
I always, in case there's like something in the video that's like important for because I told the Optiver interviewer that I had watched the video, and she was like, "Oh, you watched the video?" And then there was like silence for a second. So I think that
a secret skill unlocked.
That might have helped me a little bit. So I always watch the videos. That's the moral of the story. And anyway, it's like it says that the guy started in Harvard. It was like he started his thing, and then like the music like shifts, and then there's like a big screen that says Harvard.
This is the Citadel
it's like
one?
prominently displayed in the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody from Harvard.
Nobody from Harvard
in the on-site. Or not that nobody.
Ivy Leagues.
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth.
Yeah.
Networking. I hate it.
Yeah, me too. Well, some of them are cool, I guess.
Yeah. It's a certain type of people, like, usually. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you do LeetCode?
I didn't actually even really this time around.
I did one LeetCode problem in the last 9 months.
Yeah, like I did that before in like this one sophomore year when I was applying, and freshman year especially. I was like, I gotta do the steps that people say online, like, you know, prep. I didn't know about CS majors or those subreddits, but I like heard about it. Like, my dad actually was the one who introduced me to LeetCode. Like, he didn't say you really need it, but he was like, he said it more when I was still in high school. He's just like, this is a way if you're interested in like CS stuff, if you want to like, I don't know, learn and problem solve. And I was like, okay, what the fuck is this? I'll never do this. And then it popped up again when doing all these applications, and everybody's like, oh, you gotta do LeetCode, blah, blah, blah.
LeetCode, man.
LeetCode.
I want to do LeetCode.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to do it.
So, I mean, I haven't been faced with a problem yet that I couldn't solve, so...
Wow.
I mean,
even that first problem from TRW.
Reverse the words of. I mean, maybe that's why I've been asked like extremely easy questions.
Or maybe it's just our experiences with 210 and 122 and booking everything else has helped us a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Our knowledge of data structures
and algorithms.
And algorithms. Yeah. Let's see, what else happened? Oh, we had an earlier podcast episode where we were talking about the story that, like, I think the story was like over 50% of British people would like rather die than give up meat, or something like that. There was a video that I saw like a week ago, where scientists in Japan are 3D printing Wagyu beef.
What?
And the video is like, I don't know if they like fully, it's like in the research or like prototyping stage, but they showed like they talked about the process, and it's like they take the cells and then they like 3D print the proteins, and then what the part that really mind blowing was like the scientists then had to like stitch them together like hand by hand or with like machines after they like print them out to then make the actual like beef. I don't know.
How much were they able to make? Like 10 molecules?
Well, it was like visible. It wasn't like molecules. It was like visible. You could see like a little tiny bit of meat, like probably this big, which is not very big. But like, it was like, shit, man. This shit is actually happening. Like this replacement.
Can you eat it raw then?
Maybe.
Because there's no like salmonella or whatever.
Or bacteria, yeah. Just make steak. Just 3D print steaks. I mean, let's like, if it has the same taste, right?
Medium rare chicken.
Like this is what we were like. I know we talked about. Somehow this was mentioned. Like these past 2 weeks or something. I don't know. You brought up like something about like meat, or meat is going to be phased out or something like that.
Like natural meat.
Natural meat, yeah.
Because like if you can lab grow it cheaply and mass produce it, then there's no point in keeping animals around.
I know, but I feel like it's
the environment too.
It's still gonna be like some kind of, I don't know, people are gonna think it's inauthentic.
Like a delicacy. Yeah, maybe on a very small scale, you know?
I don't even know if it's small scale. Like people are so ingrained in this thought. Like, I feel like it's going to be hard. It's going to be a very gradual change.
But do you think it's going to happen eventually? 100 years, 200 years?
Yeah. Like, if the technology to lab grow the meat actually works, and the meat actually tastes good, and it tastes like actual meat, I think it could do it. But I think it's going to be very slow, like very slow adoption. Most people are going to be like, what the fuck? And like the cost also, like it has to be cost efficient, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
We're gonna be like the boomers that are like afraid to let go of the meat.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna be
our kids are gonna be eating
today's
lab-grown.
progressives are tomorrow's conservatives, or whatever. So
The hippies from the '60s are boomers.
the boomers now, yeah. So
They were boomers then also, but you know.
they've stayed the same. But yeah, I thought that was just interesting because we had talked about this on the podcast before about like the meat replacement, and it's getting there. We're starting the first steps in getting there.
Oh, I'm curious to try it. Lab-grown meat. Will it ever? How close are they to commercial?
I don't think it's close at all. Like all the scenes in the video were like of them in the laboratory, which means like it's not really that close at all. But it's getting there. Stuff in Japan, man, crazy.
Yeah.
Like, did you know there's a cup noodle museum in Japan?
A cup noodle museum?
You know Cup Noodle by like Nissan or Nissan? Wait, isn't that the car company's name also too? It's like a maybe it spells slightly differently, but they're like a cup noodle thing also. It's either them or Nogashimu. I don't know, there's like two brands. And they have a whole museum of like a lot of different exotic like of all their different cup noodle flavors and like a bunch of special ones as well. And when you go there, you can like try out a lot of different special cup noodle flavors. Like my sister went there when she visited Japan, and I remember there was one. It was like ice cream cup noodles. I don't know how that works. It was like I know there was ice cream involved, and it's also cup noodles. It was like, the fuck's happening?
Like, you ever had mochi ice cream?
Yes.
Not mochi ice cream. What did I say? Tempura ice cream.
Tempura ice cream. I have not had that.
It's really good.
But yeah, I don't know. It's exotic. Something.
Mochi is good too.
Mochi is great.
Brad made some one time.
He like cooked it?
Yeah, I remember back in freshman year he had some. He gave some to me.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
How do you kick?
I don't know, he made it with some people.
Fuck no. Brad is just literally the goat and everything.
Yeah, honestly.
he's just so far ascended, it's not even, it's not fair.
But yeah, Japan kind of crazy. I mean, their economy has been in the dumps for the past like 30 years.
Straight fucked. Just garbage.
Ever since the asset bubble popped in 1990.
And their population
never been the same. Yeah, population's declining.
Everything's just fucked. Yeah. No good. It's like the same. It's not as bad with the population or economy in South Korea, but I saw it was like a short documentary or investigative report about how the cost of living in South Korea has become so bad, and like the societal pressures that a lot of like kids have to face in South Korea because of how intense their education system is. So if you think I don't think the education system is intensive to American students, really.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Yeah.
I felt no pressure ever.
But
I mean, the only pressure I felt was like self-imposed, right?
Yeah. But exactly, and it's like not the case in Korea, and a lot of kids just like want out. We don't want that because it's not worth it. So stuff like that. Let's wrap up. I guess what we're gonna do in this season 3, since it's corresponding with your time doing the internship, we'll just have status updates about how it's going. So why don't you check in for this episode?
Yeah, I just gave a presentation, man. Do I have to do this again?
Abbreviated.
Well, my partner.
Oh yeah, your partner's the goat, right? He's like
I had no idea. I'm apparently like a full stack developer now. I've never done front end web dev like ever in my life, and he was like, yeah, you need to make this app that does this by 6 p.m. Friday. Yeah.
Your partner said that?
No, my manager.
Oh, your manager.
And I was like, yep, okay, cool. And then I come Friday morning, I'm like, okay, time to start this app. Don't know what I'm doing. And he's become my partner. He tells me everything.
Oh, he fucking saved you?
Yeah, he saved me.
Wait, so you guys salvaged like the whole project? And got it done?
Yeah, well, it's kind of, yeah. I mean, my part was like separate from his.
Okay.
So he just like helped me out. I mean, he had already made most of the website. So I just added a couple divs at the bottom. That was like my part.
So this is like straight HTML, like divs.
No. I mean, yeah, it's like React. Which
Okay.
We can like embed the HTML.
Yeah. React.
Yeah, I don't really know how it works. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I don't really want to know how it works either.
And I don't either.
Because then I'd have to like put it on my resume, and then
You don't have to put it on your resume.
Well, I mean, I have to put something on my resume from Amazon, right?
Oh, right. Worked with React and Python.
Yikes.
The two things you hate.
Yeah, I mean, Python isn't that bad. I mean,
Okay.
we can do a lot of stuff with it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of front-end web dev, not gonna lie. But we pulled through. We did it. I'm proud of what we have so far.
So, free selling now for the next few weeks.
Yeah, gotta make some improvements to it. I got 5 weeks left. I got a notification from Amazon saying end of my internship is upcoming.
Did you do all your Embark tasks?
Yeah. So actually, I got like a mini panic attack because the subject line of the email was end of internship, or something like that. And I have some overdue assignments that are like a week overdue.
Like on Embark?
No, it's like compliance training.
Oh,
mandatory compliance training that I haven't done. So.
Do you do them yet? Should you do it now?
Nope.
We should note that down.
Yeah, I will do it. Don't you worry. It's after a while it sends it to your manager too.
Oh.
And my manager like replied to the email and said like, please do this, smiley face.
Your manager seems very nice.
Yeah, my manager's actually an amazing human being.
That's good.
So
it seems like you had 2 for 2 then, like
yes.
your previous one.
I think last time, I mean, my manager was good last time also.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of him. But I interacted more with my mentor.
Okay.
In Pinterest. Oh. I interacted with my mentor more in my previous internship.
Right.
Yeah. So this time it's a bit different. I interact with my mentor less and manager more.
Interesting.
But all around, great people.
Okay.
It's a privilege to work with them.
That's good. And do you know for next time, wherever you went to in the summer, if you do go back to them for the next summer, are you going to be on the same team? I
can choose. Okay, so I get like, if I do it within the engineering org. So okay, the way team matching works is like you choose like an org to be in, or you like rank them.
Yeah.
And I think I also get, if I choose to be in the same org, I get to choose the team.
Okay.
And I'll get preferential treatment in the matching for that.
There you go.
But
so
I could work in the same team. Yeah, I kind of want to see what else is out there. I wouldn't mind. Like, it was a good experience working with them. I mean, my mentor is like actually phenomenal. I learned a lot from him.
Big ups.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know who he is, but whoever you are, very good.
Yeah.
Highest marks.
I think I'm gonna ask him for some advice once if I get some offers. this week.
Advice on what? Like what to do?
What to choose, yeah.
Mm.
He might be biased, but I'll still ask him.
You feel comfortable asking him? Like you think that highly of him?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll ask him.
Very nice. Well, that's good.
He's also he seems like a very opinionated person. Like he's like.
Is he a conversationalist? Like we said.
Conversationalist. I have not had conversations with him like non-tech related.
Okay.
Very very briefly. I saw his kid because we were like it was very late.
Yeah.
We were debugging something.
Yeah.
And his kid like walked into the room. And I wanted to say hi. I was like, "Can I say hi?" And he was like, "Yeah, hey, say hi." And the kid was like, "No," and he ran away.
You saw your face.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a conversationalist? Like, if you could engage?
Yeah, he's a very like upbeat kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like you could have some pretty interesting conversations with him.
All right.
He definitely knows a lot.
That's cool. Yeah.
So.
Well, check in, and then when's your like last week / day?
November 19th is my last day.
November 19th.
It is the Friday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I'm planning. I don't know if I told you, but I've already. I think I did tell you. I've reached out to a potential guest that we'll have later on. I'm probably hoping to do that one on Thanksgiving, the weekend, or maybe before we all leave. Because I don't know if he's gonna leave. Are you gonna go home to Thanksgiving?
Yes, I'm gonna go home.
Okay, so hopefully we can do it sometime before.
Okay.
Or maybe the weekend before, or maybe I don't know. I don't know if you'll have time during the Thanksgiving weekend, but we'll see.
I probably will have some.
It would be better if we could all do it in person.
Yeah, sure.
The vibe of the first in-person guest episode.
Okay, I haven't bought my plane ticket home yet.
Okay.
I guess I can make it for Sunday, and then I think I'm gonna
for Sunday.
I think I'm gonna skip lecture on Tuesday because it's one.
Oh wait, is Thanksgiving weekend like the whole week?
No, I'm gonna skip lecture on Tuesday. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because I mean, am I really gonna stay for one class?
That's true. It's not worth. What if they have the midterm on that day?
They don't.
Okay, they checked.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. I mean, after that, by then there's gonna be 1 or 2 more episodes. We'll have check-ins again, see how it's going, and then we'll have like a moratorium. Moratorium, that's the wrong word. I don't know, just a recap, yeah. But that was this episode.
Yeah, thank you for listening, guys.
Thanks everybody for listening. Episode 3. Next time we're going to be hitting the 20s. Episode 20 of the podcast.
It's crazy.
And until then, I think that we should have at least one more before like any kind of guest episode happens. So,
okay. But
I'm super excited when we do that.
Yes.
If we can't do that, it's going to be a big highlight of this semester. All right. Until next time. Bye bye, everybody.
See ya.